Hey everybody, it's Lee, and this is Let Us Say It For You.
Big Mike in his house.
I know
What it do?
We've been missing for quite some time. Let's not beat around the bush here.
Ow.
I made some promises at our last, year mark for the podcast that I have not fulfilled. It has been very difficult to replace Micah in her intermission there. And I just couldn't be bothered. So I considered maybe doing I might still, because we only have time right now because her fat baby is just chilling right now. But once he starts turning up, this shit will have to end. So, I'm going to work on maybe doing some more myself. I'm really sorry, but we're back. So just be happy that we've made it. And Micah, woo, look at you, girl. Got your hair done. Ooh, yeah. Motherhood looks good. Yeah.
Thanks, girl.
You're welcome. How's that?
I feel so much more in control than I did a few months ago because, having your own kid, guys, I've been watching kids my whole life. I wasn't tripped up about that, but I think just the infant stage and having the baby like around the clock, like that shit is real. You know what I'm saying?
It's
and I feel like it is real. And so now that we feel like we understand his cries and what he wants and when it's okay to just let him cry and when it's okay to just pick him up, you know what I'm saying? So we're just learning him. So that's been a lot of fun. And I just stare at this man. Like,
me too.
Oh my God, he's so beautiful.
He is a beautiful little baby.
I love him.
Beautiful little baby.
To be real, if he wasn't beautiful, I probably still stare at this man.
Right, because it's just,
how do you know?
Made it.
Right, like how do you even know? I was talking to one of the moms that gave birth, one of the 16 women who I knew that was pregnant. We all starting to drop our jits like back to back. She was just like, "Was you scared your baby was gonna be ugly?" Like, I said, yes and no, because I didn't think of it like ugly, because I think all babies look like little old people. So as attractive goes, firstborns, not really, but because it's small, it's cute to me. But then when I was thinking
me too, honestly.
Yeah, so when I was thinking about like a baby being cute, all of them cute to me, even the ones that are questionable are adorable. So
they still be cute. They still be cute
to me. So I think the shallow part of human beings is that I hope I produce something that is attractive. You know what I'm saying?
Because something that can mate in the future.
Exactly. Because
something somebody will want to sleep with one day.
Privilege is real, but also being a handsome man it has its perks. So I was like, I was not really harping on whether he was gonna be ugly or not, but I was just like, whatever he looks like, I'm just gonna.
That's just what he looked like.
I'm just gonna be happy he's here. You know what I'm saying? So we had our little joke, and then it was like, moms know when their baby's ugly, but it's their baby. So it's like,
so what I'm gonna do?
This is my baby, and I love him, and I'm gonna call him beautiful, even though I know he's not.
And realistically, how much is this the child's fault? Right? The child didn't ask to be here. The child didn't ask you to sleep with that nigga.
For your genes.
Right. The child didn't ask for any of this. So it's like, why are we penalizing a child for being not as attractive as we might like?
Because y'all mixed together and then make something that was too nice looking.
Yeah, I've seen a few questionable babies as well, but I do just like them because they're small. I like everything small. I like small forks. I like small bicycles. I like everything that looks cute to me. So, I don't want to call them ugly babies, but I didn't think when I was pregnant, I knew my baby was going to be cute as fuck. I was like, oh my gosh, Manny's so pretty. I'm pretty. It's like, boom. And then she came out looking like my mama, which is weird. And then she'd been looking like her daddy ever since, So I didn't have that fear, but I was with you where I didn't think about it.
I wasn't thinking about that.
Yeah. One thing I will say is I hoped she had my hair, like exactly like my hair, because I felt like it'd just be easier to manage. And it is not. Mia's hair is a little bit thicker, and that shit will wear you out, but it's long. It's very long and it's very thick. But that's it. So I'm like, all right, It'd be like that. And your baby finally has color. He was a long time.
He was so light skinned.
Nice little brown skin, even toned.
So he was the complexion of my mom before she had vitiligo. So that creamy cappuccino brown is so nice. His skin is so smooth as hell. I love his skin. He got nice skin. My mama got nice skin too. My papa has really nice skin too.
Come through, Papa.
My mama's side, they got really their skin is great.
Come through, Papa.
But yeah, girl,
well, I'm proud of you. Yeah, I'm proud of you for jumping in. I mean, what else can you do? You were pregnant. We knew it was coming.
But, yeah, man.
Yeah, it's I always feel like it's definitely one of those things where you can say it, but you definitely see it for real when it's your baby, right? No matter who the fuck's in the house, especially when you're the mom, because it's you and them titties and this baby, and that's just what it is, and that's your life. That's your life. And so, and her baby is so funny because he's 4 months now, so he's like learning his tongue and stuff, and he keeps sticking his tongue out, and it's so funny because it's just he'll smile and like.
He been smiling with his tongue since day one.
Tongue sticking out, my ATT freaky baby. So yes, there it is. There's Amari. He does look like you.
Yeah,
he's so cute.
About, boy.
Oh gosh, girl, our best friend pregnant.
Rihanna.
Our best friend, we done got knocked the fuck up.
Listen, and I was like, did she say it because she's so sick of people backing her up?
This done been fake pregnant so many times.
So I looked it up or whatever.
Me too.
Listen.
She looks great. Yep.
Come on.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at that.
He's so cute.
He's so cute.
I'm gonna redo that.
Be a very aesthetically pleasing child.
Oh my God, yes.
Like ASAP's, I hope the baby get all that shit. His bone structure is sick. Good sick. So that's very exciting.
Crimson chin.
Right. What do we see Riri as? Is Riri a girl mom or a boy mom?
She's okay, so she's girl mom.
She's giving girl.
Initially, just all day. You feel me? Like girl mom vibes, because she's so girly. You know what I'm saying? Like she's
so tomboyish too. This bitch.
But at the same, but that's what I'm saying. So initially, I think off rip, she is a girl mom. Like if I had to just say one, it would be girl. But I think because she's so like chill, like fuck it, she's like, all right, where the boy at? Where my baby at? Where the boy at? You know what I'm saying? And
she has her little goddaughter or whatever, Majesty or something.
Love that baby.
She's good with, she's probably pretty girl prepared because she seems to have that baby all the time.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm really happy for her. It's she's basically just doing it like you, same way. It's like, okay, fine, you found your nigga. All right, we finna have this baby. Okay, great. Let's see what the fuck this is like. And you've had babies around you because other friends have had children.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is your baby. So shout out to Rihanna and ASAP Rocky. I sent something in the group chat and I don't think you saw it, but it was so funny. It was a thread of people saying what Drake and Chris Brown doing now that they done got news.
Oh, I just saw it.
So funny.
That is so funny.
So funny. You have to listen to that.
Poor guy.
They're all hilarious. I hope they cry. I hope they all cry. Cause I mean, she had to deal with this shit. Drake went and had a baby with Sophie, and Chris out here fucking every Asian woman he could find. So, all right, well, shit. Shout out to Rihanna. She got her a nigga.
Girl,
I'm not a huge ASAP fan. He done made
I don't like him
a couple times that I don't really care for. So I don't know. I'm about to ask my good sister Rihanna, like, is he just like a gentle giant? Is he just a dick in public? Because
I think he is. He absolutely adores her. I think
Agreed.
He loves the shit out of her,
mm-hmm.
and I think the ideal man for her. I think he's it. I personally don't like him.
I don't really care for him either.
Rihanna done been out here fucking off. Like, she's secretive about her shit. Because even a billionaire guy that she was with, I know, like,
it's fine.
Yeah, so I feel like Rihanna could have a baby with whoever the fuck she wanted. I'm pretty sure she was on some fuck it type shit, like she always. It appears to be, if she wanted a jit, she would have had one by now.
Yeah, she gives very say la vie. We just kind of
and it doesn't get, I'm trying to control my ovaries and I'm trying to wait. Like, no, she knows. I feel like with the guy that she's with, she was very selective with how loose and how free she was with her box. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, she probably was on birth control. She probably was, you know what I'm saying? Like, doing other little things.
That makes
but
sure.
I feel like he gives me, I was her friend and a for real friend, but admirer. Like, he's admired her for a very long time. And it almost seems like she's like, okay, fuck it. Let's do it. You my friend. I fuck with you.
This kind of like me in my life. I don't like that. So I'm like,
yeah, it gives me. He's not somebody that I thought she would. And
like, of all the niggas, this is ASAP.
Maybe he good with kids, and she was just like, "Fuck it, I just need a good dad."
Or maybe she on the shit I'm on. Because remember, I said if I ever do just like fall victim to becoming someone's girlfriend again, I'm gonna just have a baby. I don't even care. My mama asking me to just literally anybody. She's like, just have a baby with anybody.
Yeah, I think she was just.
Yeah, this was like, fuck it. You know, let me just one out. Because Rihanna's like a little bit older than Alexa. How old is Rihanna?
Whatever.
What? I don't know, but she said something about 12 months and 13 months old. I don't know what Rihanna's talking about. I mean, what Alexa's talking about. But she's a little bit older than us, I think, like a year. Right?
Yeah, not even. Yeah, I think she's 33. Hold on.
Let me see. I gotta know. Anybody know here? Don't nobody know who she is. I was waiting to say that. She's just like me with that girl, right? It's like, you know what I'm saying? How old is Rihanna? She's 33.
33. See, yeah.
Right. She's 33.
I was like, sis is a little bit older than me or whatever.
Yeah. But you know, good for Riri. Good for Riri and the baby. Oh, what if it's twins? Too far? Okay.
No, wouldn't be. That would be dope.
That would be cool, right? That would be so cool.
She's older, so we can't put it past it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And the other pregnancy announcement was the brat and her, I think it's her fiance or something. They're expecting. So, but it seems like the fiance, Judy, I think is her name. She's the one carrying the baby. So I'm like, okay, well, this is good. So I just wonder what they did. I wonder if I doubt she like had sex to do it. I just feel like let her have a little fun, get a little dick. No, too much. I think she should be
up. Talking about get a little dick.
You want another baby starting over after your baby. So that has been an active conversation for me. Fat_boy_ said. Thank you for your
starting over.
Yeah, I really just said that to my homegirl. My homegirl Cookie has 3 kids and her youngest kid is 11. She just turned 11 like last week. So there's like, damn, bro, my daughter's about to be 10 this year. Am I prepared to push another human out of my vagina? You know, am I prepared to be like pushing my, like trying to breastfeed and shit? I don't know. I'm not going to lie. I'm not really, I don't know, y'all. Like, I felt like I wanted to stop having kids at 30 and I'm about to be 32 and I just had the one. So Fat Boy said, I don't know. I can't, I just don't know. Right. And then to be honest, it's like, I don't want to have any more after 35. Once you hit 35, not that you can't have a perfectly fine pregnancy, but they just give you all this stuff. You're instantly way more high, like chances are way higher of having like a kid with Down syndrome and stuff. Mm-hmm. Complications just escalate after that. So that's another reason why I always just worry about women that sit there dealing with niggas that don't mean them well, or maybe don't want to have kids or whatever, because since you only have a certain window until you can, child, we in a new era, you can do it. I hear you, Courtney, but since I be tired. Mia it's like, even with Amari, I get Amari, he kind of like swings his back all over the place and he can't even really move for real yet. Like Amari can't sit up yet. Like he's almost there. He can roll like hell. So it's like to just see that, it's like, yeah, Micah, those were the days. Like that's what I be saying when I look at Micah. I'm like, those were the days. You couldn't leave this motherfucker on the bed because they'll fall off. So I don't know. I am very comfortable with my daughter, and it's like, if that's really all I'm gonna get, then that's just all I'm gonna get. But I'm Jamaican, and my mom would always say, one pick me on a pick me, meaning like you can't just have one, like Pringles. Basically, she was comparing childbirth to Pringles. And my mom did have my sister. My mom had my little sister when I was
16 years later.
Yeah, so I was an only child for most of my child life, and then she had my little sister at 17. So, and then that was an annoying relationship because she was like my kid almost. Like, she and I are very close because of that. But I don't know, he said, yeah, if you ain't have another one before your daughter turned 10, just focus on yourself. Well, thanks, Sid. I'm gonna focus on myself. That might just be the path. I ain't got no man either. It's just like, I don't know where the baby's gonna come from. I don't know who's gonna put it in there. But according to my mom, it could be anybody. She just wants another one. I can't believe her. It's like, Mom, you
all right, Mom, I get it. You're trying to
sis said just have a baby. But
getting desperation, Mom.
Yeah, it's giving desperate, sis. It's giving I can't go nowhere no more. It's giving I gotta stop drinking. So yeah, that's not gonna work.
I mean, yeah, speaking of that, I just thought about how selfless you have to be a new
mom. Mama.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm talking about new mom. You drink and you have libations, and you get to life you very differently than a new mom does. Like, new mom, meaning ages 0 to 5. Like, your priorities, the way that you get lit is very different.
Very different.
Now, when your kid gets 6, 7, 8, 9, you're yourself again. You're back to doing what you want to do, not really having like the anxiety or the worry behind if they gonna eat, how they gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like those things, because they can kind of do that themselves, and they can talk and ask for it, right?
And tell you, right?
And for themselves, you feel me? But I'm like, damn, I don't think I want to spread out as much as I thought I wanted to spread out my kids, because having to constantly be a new mom, so close together from coming from like you, I feel like, Leah, do it. Like, you're not really starting over. This is a new chapter. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I think about it. Like, what? It's a new chapter, Leah. It's been 10 years. Fuck it. But
that's what I'm saying. It's been 10 whole years.
Yeah. But look,
like, that's so far.
No, but look, it's like being pregnant now is like so new and so different, right? You have so many access to
but you know why too? Because when I was pregnant, I was sick as fuck for a lot of my pregnancy. I was spitting like a fucking camel. I couldn't keep shit down. I lost weight when I first got pregnant. I was nauseous all the time and couldn't throw up. I just had nothing to throw up. So it's like thinking about that at like after years now of not having to deal with no shit like that. It's like, but I mean, I love babies so much, in a perfect world, I'd meet a good man that I would allow to ejaculate in me. And then boom, we have a baby and it's great. But I just, because you already know my apprehension with even dealing with niggas anyway. So that's what it always comes down to. I take the baby. I wouldn't necessarily want the nigga. It would be like just the kid, and I don't know how that's gonna work. So, and then to me, that's not healthy. Like, why would I do that? And then I'm daddies. I don't want baby daddies
and thinking all of that, like, I hear you, but like being pregnant, you run the risk of being pregnant with me. You run the risk of being pregnant with
other friends,
and like we can like be sick together. Although I wasn't sick at all,
right?
I would definitely be there in belly spirit, like
shoulders. Okay.
Both, I'm so sorry, eating crackers with you, trying to get through that shit, spitting when I don't really have to spit. Like, we can do this together. So, yeah, that's my thing. I just feel like for you,
but you know what I thought about with you just saying that? That to me sounds like just kind of like it's part of my trajectory over time, just with stuff. I did so many things early, right? So I had the baby at 22. I even with school, I finished school early-ish. And I bought the house. I did all this stuff in my 20s. So now in my 30s, my friends are doing these things. Like all my friends about to start buying houses. We just had shout out to Nancy, just got her house. So it's like I already did this now. So now I feel like I'm just sitting here. I feel like I'm just like, all right, well, who got it?
But you're living a different life though.
Yeah,
So I
I don't know. I feel like
if you think of it like this, womanhood and parenthood, motherhood and parenthood, it never stops until you can't anymore, right? So it's like you've experienced all these things early, so this is the time to enjoy it. Like you can enjoy being pregnant. You can enjoy your baby's first steps in a different way because you don't have the stress of going to school or paying for things. Like now you are financially stable more than you were then, and your thinking is totally different. So you're gonna be a different parent for this kid. So it's like you've established yourself to enjoy what happens now. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm thinking about, you know, because I'm like, even the fact that I'm a 31-year-old new mom, like I feel very content and secure with the way that I handle my finances. I'm not tripping about shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and I know how to set her up, how to set him up in a certain way that they gonna be good in the future. I'm already thinking about them. Like we weren't thinking about that shit at 22. We didn't have the information, you know what I'm saying, that you have now. What we just talked about yesterday. Like you didn't have that. Now you got it. So it's like everybody gonna eat. Everybody's gonna be in a better position. And mentally you're in a better place. Just in general.
Yeah.
You've learned so much.
The place I'm in mentally is literally on some. It's like, give me the baby, keep the nigga, and I got to get past that. I got to work that out. Because it's like that little girl boy gonna need their daddy, and I'm just like,
yeah. This is true.
I'm okay.
Yeah,
I'm okay.
That's my thinking. The different way of thinking about it. Yes, you did things early, but your mindset when you were doing those things, it was very much clouded with a whole bunch of other stuff going on. The relationship aspect of it, you always love babies. That's never gonna go away.
It's never gonna.
You enjoyed every moment of being a mom, you know.
So here's what said Micah. Fat Boy says, he said, yeah, your life is all about setting up your daughter for success. Good thing about getting that out of the way is you can invest more time in setting up your child. So I agree with you because that's what I've been saying. I did want all my kids close. I wanted another kid in between the ages of me being 3 and 5. So I had it out. I wanted at least like 2 or 3. So I had it all worked out, but it just, didn't work out. So that's kind of what I guess been telling myself, all right, sis, you're getting up there in age, whatever. And it's not so much that I wouldn't do it again, but again, it's the whole male interaction part that I'm not fucking with right now. That's where it's like, how we're going to make it. So then I just kind of made, okay, well, Mia can really get the best of everything. She's the only one, because my life was like that. I was my mom's only child for a very long time. And my mom made a lot of money back then. So I was straight. Had a car. Yeah. I was very well taken care of because I was the only responsibility sis had. So, but in hindsight, this isn't something I said on the podcast, or maybe I have, I think, but I've talked about that before. In not having more kids with my ex, it was because marriage wasn't something he wanted to do at the time. He wanted to have more kids. He didn't want to get married yet. And so for me, I didn't want to have any more kids until I was married. And then in that you have the conundrum there. But we obviously broke up because we just had way other problems. But now when I sit back and look at it, it's like, man, I might as well just have had 2-3 kids with a nigga and call it a day. Because the same way I give him the baby now, I would just give him all 3 of their ass. Or I give him so then it's kind of like, I don't regret not doing it. I know why I set up for that. I'm not just about to be like super baby mama. That's not what this is, right? At the time, I knew my worth. I knew what I deserved. I knew I was a wife, etc. And I felt that way, but it just didn't work out. So I don't regret making that decision, but there is a where, I probably could have just squeezed 2 more out and called it a day, because now if I do have another kid, it's baby daddy number 2, or presumably husband, but I don't even care about marriage like that no more. It's just, I'm all over the place, Beth. I'm all over the place.
Right.
Bring it back. It's a lot. I wouldn't, if I do get a boyfriend though, it's a free for all. So just know, I'm just pop up pregnant. I'm just post ultrasound one day and turn my phone off.
Yeah.
And congratulations to Nate Cannon. He has another baby on the way. This is baby number 8. Me and Cookie were talking about that. His son passed away. He had cancer, I believe, very early. It's very sad. It's a very young baby. So it's like now he has baby number 8. There's so much. I have so many questions. And Cookie sent it to me. And so she was just like, her anger in it, obviously, in being a single mom as well, is just that it's not just about the money when it comes to this. You have all these kids in all these different homes, and you cannot give all these kids all your time, most of your time. And he's already a celebrity. The man already got a talk show. The man already got Wild Now. The man already still music or whatever the fuck he do. The man already acts. Like, he still has all these jobs, and you still have to be a father to 8 different kids and 7 different. Well, his son passed away, and 2 of the kids are with Mariah Carey. So like 6 different households. And so she was just like, it's just so disgusting, and it's so inconsiderate that it's just this thing of spreading your seed all across the land. And I don't remember what his logic was behind that. It's because he was sick. He said he just wanted to.
No, he just said, it just goes, it basically came down to being fruitful and multiply. Like, this is me. I'm spreading who I am. I'm leaving my legacy behind type shit.
Okay. Okay.
But with that being said, these women, I'm sure they had a lot to say about what this was about to be. I know he just ain't nothing in these hoes and it's just happening. Like, they're having a conversation about, okay, I want a child. I want a child from you. I know he's not as meticulous as it's seeming. The fact that all of these women are just getting pregnant, and they're getting pregnant like, no, this
back
is
to back.
Like, planning. Okay, I'm with you. I want to have a child. Are you down with that? Because this is what I'm trying to do. This is the vision that I see for my household, my blah, blah, blah. I want blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm cool with that. They're not thinking about a relationship. Obviously, the baby's going to be taken care of, but these
this last one, she was like, well said, my love, with like a heart. So
yeah, they're all down for this bullshit.
But what I said, now peep me, I said to, I think it was Cookie or Bree or one of them, I was like, me being Leah, I have a 10-year-old almost. I don't really want to deal with these niggas for real. If I'm gonna let a nigga get me pregnant, Nick Cannon ain't bad. This nigga is wealthy. He does seem to care about his fucking kids. Though I don't, okay, and that's another thing, and I can't help but feel a way about it. Like, I feel it, I peep it, and I lost a little something from him there, because all these women look white. Whatever they are, whatever they're mixed with or whatever, they're always a combination of something, but none of them are black. Like, none of them are just like black. They are all something else. This last one is completely white to me. I don't know what this is, but she really is. And it's like, what's that about? It's like spreading the legacy is that you just want to make like more biracial kids. I just don't understand that either. Because
put just
all the ones you pick,
drop black off in every form.
Yeah, and everybody, like, maybe that's your logic with that. I don't know.
They're technically black children
about it. Because they don't look, but they still not gonna look like black children. They're gonna look Peruvian. They gonna look.
I get it, but no matter what, drop a black, you black.
That's if we can tell. If you it don't look like a drop of black, you look like a white woman, or you look like a.
I hear that, but I think that in theory, like, they will always be black children because their dad is a black man. Like, if anything in the world, they can pass for anything, and it will definitely depend on who is culturally leading these children, because culturally, if you allow the woman who usually takes on the religion of the child, who takes on what the child's going to identify as, if that woman is speaking more for the Peruvian side and Nick Cannon is not preaching his black culture to his child, then yes, these children will assimilate to that culture and they'll have nothing to do with the black community, because Nick Cannon did not choose to implement that in his household. Because if you think about it, Zendaya is white and black, but yeah, she looks white, but she's black. Like, she's black. You know what I'm saying? And so her thing of her dad is Jamaican or something like that. I think he's from, I don't know. I could be mixing that up. But Zendaya.
Oh, I feel like I heard that too.
Yeah, but he black as hell. He's black as hell. And he had a whole lot of influence on her life. And she gives me, I'm mixed, but I'm black. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
but she's like always been fighting for injustice and blah, blah, blah.
So that's what I'm saying. She got that from her dad. So it depends on how heavily influenced the black is going to come out of these families. Because yes, like you said, she may be Peruvian, she may be Albanian, she may be whatever the fuck. And if those women are taking control of their children's life in all these aspects, then no, they're not going to. No, it'll be a waste. It'll be a waste, I feel.
Okay, so that's what said. That's disgusting. If he had eight by one woman, that would have spoke volumes, especially to the Black community. And that's true. He just has 8, which it's just so cliche. It's
it's what we do. It's what niggas do.
Yeah, it's like why you're like a richer nigga. You're a more impressionable nigga. Like why is this the path you're taking? But I get it. I mean, you do what you want to do. Said asks, do Black women still feel away if a Black man dates outside his race? If so, why?
I mean, yeah, shit.
Yeah, it's like,
for me, I mean, it's no shade. Like, I don't like when they make it personal. Everyone has their
preference. Their preference. Yeah,
I get that, but your preference came from somewhere. So the fact that you prefer a lighter skinned woman, that's consciously coming from somewhere else. If you prefer a white woman, if you prefer a Latin woman, that's coming from somewhere else, especially if you're not of that culture, of that ethnicity. If you're not finna sit here and be like, oh yeah, I only date white women because they don't have them as an attitude, or I only date Latin women because they cook for me all the time. Like, I don't need all the extra why the fuck you do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like the negative backlash that you give to Black women because you're choosing other. That's shit I can't get with. But yeah, I roll my eyes every time.
Yeah, and for me, I think, to me, I feel the same as Micah. I do look at it a way, but it's not for me. It's not about. I don't really care that much. It's literally like how people are homophobic. I just feel like why do you care so much about who they're fucking? Like, that's not, it doesn't keep me up at night that a guy has chosen that. In Nick Cannon's case, I think that does say something. As much as he does seem to fight for this and that and be very pro-Black, it's just, it really says something. The one Black girlfriend, it seems like he had, the gypsy girl, she had a lot of, fertility issues. I guess she was trying to get pregnant, but that was right on the cusp of him just dropping babies like crazy. Like, he's literally had multiple babies just pregnant at the same time. And these have all been with mixed women. It's kind of the same with Chris. Chris Brown got flack from it because the only Black woman we could really pin him with is Rihanna. Everybody else looked Asian and Black or something in Black or something. Yeah. Ever. So they do tend to gravitate more to these exotic looking women. That's the word they like to use or whatever. 50 Cent, Lil Wayne's, they do make points to say stuff like that. Oh, I see Black bitches all the time. So whatever. I think it
opens their world to women they wouldn't have access to. That's
right.
All it
the
is.
Money, yeah.
Money and access gives you the opportunity to talk to somebody you thought you weren't good enough for.
Good, right.
I think that's what it comes down to.
That's really what it comes down to. So this is how we kind of dissect these niggas when they do stuff like that. Not a regular non-rich Black man that's just dating a white woman. I have a coworker that's he's Black and he's married to a white woman. Lovely couple. I have no issue with it. But it's like when it's just so deliberate, and when men make a point, like I have a friend that his thing is like, oh, he don't like dark-skinned girls. Mind you, he Blacker than me. Oh yeah, I don't like dark-skinned girls. No, I only prefer light-skinned girls. Talking to me saying it. He goes, oh, I don't mean that. And I said, hey, it's okay. But it's like, this is you. You look like this. Your mom looks like this. It just screams.
It's a reason. They were ridiculous.
It screams self-hate. That's what I get from it.
I don't want a Black baby.
Yeah, I don't want a baby that's too dark. So you say shit like that. And with these people, more than I'm angry about it said, I just feel bad for him. It's just, and I don't really be having much. It's like Kodak Black. He don't like Black bitches. He don't like light-skinned bitches. I don't know why Black men feel it so necessary to constantly say that. And Micah made this point many episodes ago, and I've used this all the time. When do you hear other races going around saying they don't like their women? How often do y'all hear white men say, I don't like white women? I don't like their attitude. How often do you hear Asian men saying, I don't like curly Asian hair women. I only like straight Asian. You know what I mean?
Never heard it.
You never hear other races bash their women as much as you hear Black men. These Black men that say that, they shit like, I don't like Black women, or I don't like dark. Are you pretty for a Black skin or dark? Just stupid shit. I don't.
As we are on the cusp of Black History Month
tomorrow.
I am so with it. I'm so fucking with it, and I don't care how hard I go in February. It is what it is, because you niggas ain't never satisfied. How about that? We got a month, and let's run with it. It is what it is.
And we got Juneteenth now.
Yeah, and
we gotta take victory.
National holiday. So my thing is, if it all goes back to trauma, because I always I hate to always be the person to be like, it's post-traumatic slave syndrome. I hate to be that person.
Say it.
But that's what it is. It's the reason why our group of people struggle with union. There is a reason for that. We can never be on the same side of any fucking thing. Even Black Lives Matter. I don't think it took us forever to come to an agreement of what we really wanted to do with that. Oh, defund the police. That took forever from Trayvon Martin to now. So it's like we've always had a issue with connecting after Jim Crow. Let's just be real. Jim Crow was not that fucking long ago, bro.
It was not that. It's like 60.
It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
I think About
60-something years.
Jim Crow laws was not that long ago. Segregation was 56 years ago. So at the end of the day, yes, this shit stems from that. But guess what? I was listening to this thing about parenting on YouTube, and this guy, I think it's a psychiatrist for like families and children, whatever. He specifically said he used rats, for example. He said the mother of the rat who has 2 children, if let's just say usually a rat family will consist of 5 people, five rats. Mm-hmm. If you interfere with that family, like a human being or a hawk or something eats the baby, or something happens in the dynamic of the trajectory of your family, right? Mm-hmm. The psyche of the mother has been changed. Like ducks will kill a duckling if it smells like a human, right? That's nature. That's the law, whatever. For 3 generations after that same family has been traumatized, they carry on the same trauma. Something traumatic happens to that family. 3 generations removed. So if we're thinking about human beings and generational curses and generational trauma that's passed down from grandmas and fucking moms, and them not healing from their shit, and they're just, I'm just gonna do, like we talked about the other day, I'm just gonna do what I was taught. I know I hated it. I know it,
but I'm gonna do it anyway.
I'm gonna do it anyway because it's easier, right? So I feel like at the end of the day, this is trauma that's been passed down for us. Every time we band together, something bad happens. Somebody dies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think about all the Martin Luther Kings and the Malcolm X's and all those unsaid people who have just died trying to unify.
Trying to get us together.
Everybody getting on one accord. You try to go march down the street, German shepherds and goddamn hoses. Every time you try
Micah's boyfriend feels like German shepherds are conditioned to go after niggas. Like
forever.
They've been attacking niggas for years.
Attacking niggas for years. And they have puppies that will attack niggas, and they have their puppies attack niggas. So
hold on. Let me answer this. This is from, I want to say it's Tuesday 1. I don't know. He said, if that's their preference, why does it matter? So again, as Micah said, we don't mind it being a preference, but you don't have to bash your women because we're your women, right? You don't have to bash your women by having a preference. Like, I prefer Black men. I guess I could, but I don't say, oh, I can't, white men are trash or whatever. I mean, it's a different scenario. I wouldn't use that. But at the same time, it's like, as y'all niggas get on my nerves, it's never going to be a situation where it's, oh, I don't like Black men, or I don't fuck with Black men, or I don't like Black men because they do this. I don't, you guys are comfortable belittling us, like belittling your women just out of preference. You can like whatever you like. You could just say, you ain't even really got to say it. I told my coworker.
You don't have to say nothing.
Yeah, I told him that. I said, you don't have to, you don't have to say, I don't like dark-skinned girls. I like light-skinned girls. You could just like them.
I like light-skinned women.
You could just like, and you don't even have to tell me that. I didn't ask. Nobody ever asks us. Like, people rarely ask about that, but it's just, I usually don't like Black women. That's sad. That's sad. Your mama Black, your granny Black, your sister Black, your auntie Black, you Black as fuck.
And what that sounds like is self-hate.
It just sounds like self-hate. It sounds like such a self-hate type of situation.
I don't get it.
No, I've never been with a white man. Said it's going to be very difficult for me to be with a white man.
I kissed a white man.
Micah kissed a white man one time.
I did. It was for 30 seconds.
She said it's for 30 seconds.
I was drunk.
She said I was drunk. It was for 30 seconds and she was drunk. Micah has lived.
And he caught me off guard, but
he was trying to romance you. I just feel like every time I hear a Black man say that, it's just like, that's so sad. And I do lose respect for you when you come up with shit like, oh, I don't like this type of black woman, or I don't like dark-skinned women, or I don't like black women, I prefer this woman. It's like, shut the fuck up. Nobody asked you.
And it's such a disconnect, because I think
it's so weird.
Black women have had the grunt and the worst part of loving a black man, because even in loving a black man, and yes, I can agree that some black women are really hard on black men. I can agree to say that.
I'm over it.
I can agree. But and it's just because they want the best for you. I think we just tough love. We don't have time for shit. Enabling and coddling and all that other shit. We just don't have time for it. But I do think, all in all, black women have yet to say, the majority of black women, even the ones that I hear on like talk shows, you'll get one or two that says, I don't date black men because so-and-so. I think the other day some girl said that, and she cleared it up after she got chewed out a little bit. But she said, I'm sick of being disrespected by black men. Now, she didn't say, because it doesn't even matter. The fact that she said, I don't like black men because of whatever, okay, cool. But majority of the time, black women don't even say why we're not dating black men. We never go the furthest extent to basically.
Yeah, get this one, Micah. Thursday, one replied, but when did they belittle black women? We just gave you multiple examples. But you didn't. That's what we're saying. We're talking about the men that actually just come out and say, I don't like black women. A black man saying, I don't date black women. That's who we're speaking
about. Because of X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, because they got too much attitude, or because they talk back to, like, I've heard an array of responses about why I don't date black women. And I just feel like, you're black. Why are you even comfortable letting that come out your mouth? And then he says, but when Serena Williams married a white man, nobody said anything. People said something. It wasn't that. It wasn't.
Yeah. And this is the debate that's going to go on forever. If we keep saying tit for tat shit, well, what if what happened? It doesn't matter. Yeah. I don't ever remember Serena saying she doesn't date black men because X, Y, and Z.
He said, and she said, I don't date black men. I don't ever say that, as she's had mad niggas in her life. She was dating Common was her boyfriend for a very long time. Common's black, a pro-black. I mean, I don't know where she said that, but Serena's always had black boyfriends. So she may fall in the category of what Micah just said, where some women said, I've been disrespected by black men so many times. That's my plight. I've been by y'all a million times, but I still prefer a black man. I deal with y'all asses right now. So
or I can't find a black man in my my
bracket, tax bracket.
My tax bracket. I can't find a black man in my tax bracket. I've heard that from many black women who are successful.
Yes, because a lot of us are more successful than our men. So
because they're more educated, and that has nothing to do
with more educated than everybody.
Just going to college. They just choose to go to college 94% more than the fucking black man would.
I just saw a study literally like 3 days ago where apparently more single black women are buying homes.
Yeah.
Everybody. I'm like, damn, bro. It's like, and it's unfortunate. It's like, and then this, I guess we can talk about that, where that's going. There's black women, and mind you, this is obviously just a general statement, but black women have the most degrees out of everybody. We just keep going to school because we try to figure something out, right? And this may be from us, just like you said, getting the brunt of dealing with everything. Let me go find a way to better myself. So we have a whole bunch of degrees. We tend to go more than everybody else, right? But even with that, it's like there's a steady stream of black women doing better. And there is definitely a lane of black men that are doing fantastic as well. But it's a whole bunch of y'all that's not. There's a lot of just complacentness in whatever your situation is. And so you got a whole bunch of us running off, leaving y'all. And me personally, I'm not dealing with nobody bullshit. So I don't know how that, it's like we're kind of just drifting away. Like, who the fuck am I going to be with? You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. And I know systematically they have set that up very nicely.
Real good. They did a good job.
And black women are more likely to be chosen over a black man, low key, in a corporate office. They think we're to deal with. They probably would have chose Michelle Obama for president if she was in that situation. Oh yeah, we can probably deal with her. Versus a black man, we're just less threatening, and unfortunately, being less threatening, and
they take us less seriously.
They give us more opportunities, right? But yeah, I think all in all, growing apart, that's what's happening.
That's literally what's happening. That's and for the Thursday guy, if you're still on there, that's another that those comments that come out. I don't like black women, or I don't date black women, or I prefer Asian women or black women or whatever. These things are also just supporting the narrative Mike is talking about, just further separating us. How do you think me as a grown ass woman that got all my degrees, all that, I'm not about to sit here and play with a guy that probably still lives with his mama in a situation like that, much less if you spew some shit out about, oh, I don't usually date black women. Is this supposed to be a fucking compliment? We had a guy say that to us one time. He was like, it was at Mila's thing. What did that dude say to us? And I think it was just like, oh, I usually don't meet black women that are nice like y'all are. No, I usually don't deal with black women. And then he went on to say why he usually doesn't deal with us. And it's because we got all this attitude and we got all this lift and all this whatever. And I'm like, nigga, okay. I don't remember what he said, but
it's do. But you're choosing to generalize a whole group of women based on your interaction with whoever one or two you've had. Like they can't wait to generalize. That's what it seems like. Like,
okay. The comment Tuesday said is dating a man because of the money he makes is a preference that can be seen as discrimination. It can't. The reason why that can't be seen, I can't change looking like this unless I bleach, right? That's the only way I'm not going to be a black woman. If I date Fat Boy Said because he makes more money than you, that means Fat Boy Said has been working more than you, or he's in a field that makes more money than you. So while that can be seen as discriminatory, that's my preference when it comes to money, not by looks. And me saying I want a man with money, that doesn't offend a whole race of people.
Exactly.
Right, broke people are offended.
There you go. Two different impressions.
Yeah, that doesn't work. That doesn't work together. Fat Boy says also, why are you turned off by men? Is that because you don't trust your judgment? Yeah, I don't trust my judgment. I'm just really bad at it. That's it. I'm so tired of talking about them. So no. Said asks our tax bracket. Me and Mike have had that conversation a couple of times, just about what you need your man to make or whatever. For me, I don't necessarily need like a millionaire. I understand how unrealistic that it'd be great if a millionaire just popped up trying to be up on me. But no, that's not what I'm looking for. I need somebody that makes at least what I make or more. Because that just is conducive to the type of life that I want to live, right? Mike is, as of late, since I've been single, has been putting that thing where, we have to step up the level of men that you talk to. I was real good for falling for niggas and their potential all the time, but I'm not in a potential position, as we talked about in the beginning of the podcast. I've done all this stuff already. Well, I'm sitting in my house. This is my house. I bought this house. So it's like a step backwards for me to be dealing with a guy that like still live with his mama. It's like, why are you doing that if you're setting higher boundaries, higher expectations for yourself? You get what I'm saying? So he doesn't have to be a 6-figure guy. I'm not against it, but it doesn't have to be that,
he needs to be stable.
He needs to be stable. Yeah, you can't be trying to figure out what you're gonna do. I need you to know.
You can be that fucking teacher on $45,000 a year, low key. Yeah. Because these people don't have debt. You can run into somebody who don't have debt, right? Who has immaculate credit and is working off a teacher's salary. That man has money management, right? Yeah. He has money management, and regardless of what he's paid, he's putting his money where it needs to go.
Because they don't work for like 3 months. So yeah.
Yeah, and this, I think what Whitley said to Dwayne. He was like, well, what if he
man is never poor?
A man like that is never poor. So when it comes to knowing how to treat your finances, it doesn't really matter how much you make, because people have made less and have been out of debt. Those people who like commercial, I'm out of debt $120,000. I saved this amount of years. I sacrificed this amount of years.
Yes, that's the word. He came back and gave another one. This still doesn't apply. He says, what about men that say he doesn't date plus size women? He gets called fat shaming. It is fat shaming, but that is she can control if she's fat or not. She can fix it. I can't not be black.
Racial discrimination is different from what you're talking about.
Okay, you said men have a right. He said men have a right to their standards and preferences. So, but that's what I'm saying. By saying I don't date Black women, you're trying to say Black women aren't of standard. You're offending your own women. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I feel like I don't even want to do the thing. I feel like I'm not, you're not getting.
He's trying, okay, so
they're two different things altogether.
Right now, he's trying to be right. And what we need you to do is just hear both sides. You can have a preference as long as it's not belittling who you don't prefer. That's it. We really don't need to keep talking about it, but it seems as if you wanted to just say, yeah, we get what you're saying, you're right.
We're never gonna support Black men just going around saying I don't date Black women. You look dumb when you do that. Any man, any nigga that goes around saying I don't date Black women, you look like a clown. I instantly lose respect. I don't know why you go around saying shit like that. Even if that's a preference for you, keep it to yourself. And while we say, again, like I said, I can't control being Black. Even if I bleach like my dear Jamaicans, I'm still gonna be Black. There's nothing you can change about that. If I'm overweight, I can fix that. If I'm broke, I can fix that. These are all things that you can change. It's very self-hate to sit there, especially defending this way of defending it, just saying I don't like Black women and you're a Black man. It's very safe. It's very
it's very
learned behaviors, as Micah said.
It's very generalizing because
very
not
generalizing.
All Black women are the same. Let's just be real. You chose the type of Black women, the type of women that you dated, and so now all of them are the same type of woman. I would never categorize all Black men the same. Because I know that they're not. You know what I'm saying? I've dated a plethora of them, and yes, although you guys have a lot in common, y'all are not the fucking same. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of y'all went to college, some of y'all didn't. Some came from broken homes, some came from homes fully supported with the parent and the mom and the dad, and you are different. Some had money, some were fucking poverty stricken. So at the end of the day, that makes you different. So when we're generalizing a whole group of fucking people because of your horrible ass experiences, you're also stupid for that.
He said, I don't date police officers, correctional officers, mail carriers, and women who do hair for a living. What the fuck? That's a job preference. That's fine. I probably wouldn't date a porn star. And that's because I don't want my nigga giving my dick to buns all fucking day. You know?
That's not even shade fields as saying I don't date a Black woman. I don't date an Indian woman. I don't date white women. It
sounds more offensively. Like, I know you hear the offense now. I don't like if you say, oh yeah, I don't date, but honestly, it probably is. It seems more. To me, it seems less harsh on the ears hearing a woman say she doesn't date Black men. But I do agree we can give it the same heat that we give it to you guys. I think we don't need to publicly say. Stop saying that. I'm challenging when you guys listen to this. I'm challenging you guys to find me a couple tapes of a white man going around saying how much you don't date white women. It's like niggas are just too comfortable hearing that. I hear that a lot from different random Black men and younger ones too. And it's like, baby, ain't nobody better for you than us. I'm just gonna say that. No one's gonna get you the way a Black woman gets you. You're a Black man. I don't think anybody's gonna get me better than a Black man gets me. So I just feel like your preference is fine, but when you go around spewing out that I don't date Black women shit, it's like, nigga, Black as fuck. That's crazy. I don't understand. I don't understand. But thank you for your interactions, guys. You're very kind. And I hope you figure that out with correctional officers and stuff like that. I probably dated a correctional officer.
No, I get it.
An officer, you got gun.
Yeah, I wouldn't date them because I wouldn't know if they would come home or not.
Oh, yeah, that's like a husband in the army or something.
And that's like having a doctor. I ain't never gonna see my nigga. We paid, but we never can spend time together. Like, I probably wouldn't date a doctor on the strength of that. Like, I need that. I need date nights. I don't need us to be interrupted because you got to go give birth. It sounds good, but I'm sure living in
and that's, you got to think of, that's so smart. That's so true.
I think the same thing. I don't think they should have kids, and I know that's fucked up, but I don't think people who have professions that cause for them to be deeply enrooted. What he said?
He said, nah, they be fucking everybody at work. Doctors probably do be fucking everybody at work.
Bro, at the end of the day, like, they don't have time for intimacy, low key, because they're saving lives and they're dedicating all their time to, like, I don't think they should have kids. I don't think activists should have kids. I did feel that way. because you're dedicating your life to a greater purpose. Those kids, you're not even dedicating your life to them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's bigger than them. Like Dick Gregory had 10 fucking children. And no, they don't hate their dad because he was this whatever, but they don't have a relationship with this man.
Yeah, they don't have a relationship.
And it's like, oh yeah, my dad was Dick Gregory. That's what's up. I can't tell you much about him. I know everything about him like you know about him.
Yeah, whatever you can Google is what I can Google, right?
Yeah, so that's what, when I think about professions like that, when you have to give so much of yourself to the world, your kids are going to miss out. They're going to have issues later on in life. They're going to have abandonment. They're going to have negligent. It's just all these things that they're going to fucking have to deal with because you just could not be there because you were called to a greater purpose.
Well, I guess that's the logic, kind of what we're saying about Nick Cannon with.
That's what I'm saying.
Kids, you're spreading yourself so thin. You'll never be able to give this kid this much time because whatever. Now, I don't know, because I was with my mom a lot when I was there. She was a single mom, but she was just going to school. So I had to go to school or had to do that. But I guess it's a spending time. I definitely think it's feasible. I wouldn't go as far as to say I don't think doctors and activists and stuff should have kids. I think they should too, especially if they want to do. But if you have a desire to save people, you want to save lives, you always want to be a doctor. You got to find a way to make both of those dreams work together. You always want to be a doctor. You've always wanted to be a mom. All right. You got to make that shit work. You know what I mean? Like you got to.
But you know what?
But you're right. It'd be hard.
What doctor has ever said I wanted to be a mom? They always wanted to be a doctor. Everything else just happened because life happens. I always wanted to be a doctor. I always wanted to save lives. Not I always wanted to be a parent. If that shit happens, it happens. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to be alone. I don't think these people should be alone. But I'm dead ass just thinking about their children. And when I was watching the Dick Gregory documentary, and he kept fucking having kids over and over with this woman and leaving her, and going to going to these protests and dangerous protests, getting locked up over and over. Like he was called for a greater purpose than a dad, per se. And she knew his story, and she was like, all right, I'm gonna keep getting pregnant because you a good man. And I love you, and I married you. So this what I signed up for.
Do this shit, yeah.
He was with those 10 children on their farm, in their home, taking care of them herself. He'll pop in, and he wouldn't even. He was explaining that he'll come home. They have already been to bed, so he'll wake them up, give them a kiss, and then go back to sleep. Like he would give those type of interactions. And when he was home, he'll talk to them about nutrition. He'll fucking throw all the junk food they mama bought and then replace it with healthy food, and then go on a walk, and then make them walk with him. Like little shit like that. But it's like, okay, thanks, Dad. You know what I'm saying? Like,
appreciate it. This was fun.
Yeah, he was thinking about what he's gonna do next for the White House, what he was gonna do next when he talked to Martin the next time he saw him, or Gandhi, or what, you know what I'm saying? Like he just was not mentally there, But like I said, I do not think these people should be alone. I don't. I think
I definitely get it. I think if it's
like, what the F?
Yeah, I definitely get it. And I think a lot of doctors too. Doctors usually work till they're pretty up there in age.
Right.
Want to. So by then, I guess their grandkids probably get a better end of them.
Yes, they definitely do.
And even when this COVID thing happened, they were getting a lot of doctors out of retirement, which I thought was very cute. It's like, hey, you want to come say some fucking lies for a little bit? We'll give you some money. It's like, well, okay, since you need me.
And then they got motherfucking trimmers and shit. No.
Like, I can't perform surgery or nothing, but I can tell you what's wrong.
Right.
What's wrong with him? Hear you. I guess I never thought about it like that, but that is really true. And I think as long as they're just as intentional as they can be, I guess, with letting these people know, letting these kids know what it is they're doing, why it is so important. I would like to think that they will get something from that. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't fucking know. My mama been around. She's been around. My mama been around. All right. There's so many things we can't talk about, but gosh, so much time has passed. I don't even remember half the shit I wanted to say way back then. So, this conversation is going pretty well. And no screaming. You're still doing well with Amari. He hasn't turned up on you yet.
It's been an hour. I mean,
it's been like maybe like a little over an hour. Like,
yeah. I mean, you know, we never know. I feel like.
Okay, all right. Give us something for the Blacks. That'd be nice. It's about to be Black History Month.
All right, like I said, y'all. I don't give a fuck that we got a month and it's the shortest month of the year. I don't care. But what I will say, and Target has an amazing collection.
Yes. Did you get the bib? There's a bib I have in my cart for Amari. It's
no, like but I got him the onesie that has Sojourner Truth on it.
Yeah, but it's spelled wrong. One of them is spelled wrong.
In the most recent one, I just got it like 2 days ago.
Maybe not.
Got it.
Yeah, maybe okay. Yeah.
And I got the Black is Beautiful onesie. So yes, they do this every year. They've been doing it for the past 2 years, I think. Where they've been taking Black fashion forward people. It's like a contest, and then they get together, and then they choose the best ones, and then obviously they get their name out, their brand out, and then we support them. So that's pretty cool. So little capitalistic things happening for the Black community. Turn up
for the Blacks.
So check out Target's Black collection. That's pretty dope. But also, I mean, don't be those Black people that say, oh my God, why do we only have a month? Oh my God, why we're never satisfied. And I mean, I understand, you know, the Asians got that hate shit passed very quickly. And we still can't get discriminatory law. Yeah, we still can't get certain discriminatory laws passed. And we still trying to figure out where the fuck our reparations at. So although we have so much farther to go in our journey, what I will say is what I've been quietly acting on, I need more information, is trying to amend the Constitution. Because what Thomas Jefferson and our founding fathers, what they said specifically is so broad when they said we the people, you know, we deserve life, liberty, health for all men are created equal life, liberty, pursuit of happiness, blah blah blah. For so many different cases, they've been able to basically dismiss the same thing for Black people. Like this is not, that Constitution wasn't for us,
which is ridiculous. Like what?
Right. And so because there were so many loopholes in the Constitution, the white men who wrote them had slaves at the time, so they were most definitely not talking about.
Yeah, they weren't talking about them.
African slaves. They were not talking about them. They were talking about white males, not even white women. They were talking about white males. So I'm trying to figure out how to amend the Constitution and what the wording would be of what I want to change, because people have done it.
Yeah, they have done it. It's a thing. I've heard many cases of it. They do it all the time, honestly.
Yeah, and it's
especially if it's normal enough.
Yeah, it's pretty amendable. But you need enough people behind it, and you need a very clear and concise ask. So that's what I've been working on. Just try to make a difference. Goddamn, try to make a stamp on history in some way, even if you just sign a petition changing the name of a fucking city of some rich master,
right? Like Plantation. With that, there's petitions out.
Exactly.
The name of the city of Plantation, because it was
right. I need to follow up on that.
Plantation, right? I found it too. Yeah, the city of Plantation used to be a plantation, and now it's still called Plantation. And it's like,
and I get it. I get it.
Let's call it like Sam Street or some shit. I don't know.
In some way, that's all I'm saying. Look into some stuff so you can be a part of something that is, you know, greater than ourselves one day.
And I would like to piggyback on that for the Black stuff. You know, Black History Month is tomorrow. It starts tomorrow, and this is our month. You know what I mean? And I think maybe try to learn something that you haven't learned. When Black History Month comes around and Juneteenth, I celebrate like I celebrate 4th of July, because we were still slaves back then. So 4th of July isn't necessarily a Black people holiday this week, which is crazy because Black people go out, they go out so big, like they do so much for that holiday, and then just some people never even heard about Juneteenth. It just officially became a holiday last year. So I would like to think that try to find something, learn something, if you will. And I think if you are an adult that is content, you don't like Black women, whatever. If you're one of those, I get it. But if you have kids, I think you do your kids such a disservice by not trying to learn something and teach them in the same breath, right? We don't have the privileges everybody else has. Niggas just, we know this, but it's like, it does mean something with you saying this to your kid, preparing your kids for what life is out there. You got to, especially when you have sons, because we already know what it is. How many hashtags do we have of young Black boys being fucked up by the police or by white people for whatever fucking reason they come up with, and they get off with this shit a lot, right? So I just think use this time, even if you are, I guess, don't want to dive so far into the slavery part or whatever, but there's so many non-slavery Black people related shit you can think about. My family is Jamaican, so there's a whole like slew of things Jamaica related with slavery and all their stuff too, but with history that my daughter doesn't know about because she was born here. My daughter was born in Plantation. So I just think if you have kids, it is your job to set them up for the world that you brought them into. And I think I think so many of us are so comfortable just being ignorant. And that annoys me so much because I think it's ignorance that makes you go around and say shit like, I don't date Black men. I don't date Black women. It's ignorance that makes you so proudly say something that's so detrimental to your own people. And I feel like that's ridiculous. So I just think use this time to, learn something new, do something nice. Any day Negro barbecue, they will.
On Netflix.
Yes, the amendment, right?
The amend
or the amendment 4 or something like that. It's simply what amendment, and Will Smith narrates.
Hey, yes, it's fire.
It's very good. It's not boring. I made my sister and my mom watch it. It's not boring. It's a very nice show, and it does teach you something. So I do that. I'll finish it up with my rant. I don't want to necessarily rant so much. I want to talk about mental health. I have somebody close to me, somebody in my family that's really going through some, really depression, like deep depression, suicidal thoughts, it's just really intense for them right now. And so my mom was telling me about it, and she's trying to help them. And my thing is, I don't handle stuff I don't feel like I handle that well because I just don't understand that, but I never want to be insensitive. So I always kind of use if you don't have anything nice to say, shut the fuck up. But I still find something nice to say. But I don't want to speak to them. And because I'm very, come on, man, you got to get out of that funk. And I don't think that's what people who really are considering taking their lives necessarily need. So I'm very big on, I think you should go to therapy. If you guys are watching the media, I think yesterday, Miss America, they were showing her that the beautiful woman, I think she won in 2019. She was also a lawyer, and she was a correspondent on Extra on the TV show. And it's seeming like she literally jumped off a building yesterday and killed herself. Beautiful. You look at her and you just feel like, man, she has it all, right? So why would she ever be suicidal? This woman was beautiful. She was Miss America. She's a lawyer. She was on TV, and her last post was literally, I hope today brings you joy and peace. And this woman left a note and said, I leave everything to my mom, and jumped off a building and passed away yesterday. And so I implore everybody to be considerate about the people around you and the times that we're dealing with. But at the same time, it also goes to find a therapist. Your friend may not be able to cope with what you're telling them. They may go through shit and they can't receive this. You get what I'm saying? Like I was listening to the family member cry. They were up there on the phone crying with my mom. And like, as soon as I heard it, I was like, I can't. I can't deal with that because it's literally, I'm crying. I'm always sad. I don't want to be here. I want to die. And they mean that shit. That is very heavy. It's very heavy. And we just see situations like that. Self-medicating, people are doing that and getting fucked up because they're probably trying some things that are too strong. I just be very mindful of the people around you and the settings around you and the energy that you're giving off and the version of yourself that you're giving to people. God forbid something happens. Think about your last interaction with that person, what it could or could not be. And if you are feeling in a space where you're just low, and I've been low, I get depressed all the time when I go through shit with niggas, but I never get to that extent where I want to take my own life. And I don't understand that I don't get it, but I respect that that's how these people feel. And I really hope that anybody feeling that way can just get out of that. Like, I know that has to be a helpless feeling. I can't even imagine it. Like, honestly, like, you got to think about how crazy that is. I'm so traumatized. I'm so stressed out with how I feel right now that I'd rather die. Don't know what the fuck's over there. Don't know. You just rather go. So just be patient with people, man. Be kind with people. Be mindful of your interactions with people, because people are going through a lot with this family member. I want to be there, but I don't want to be there and say the wrong thing. So I think I'm going to probably reach out and just ask them if they're okay and see how they feel. But I can't deal with, I don't know. I can't deal with the very depressing crying. I can deal with crying, but this is a different type of crying. This is I don't want to be here. And I think that that's heavy.
I think anything what they could possibly just need is I love you.
Right.
You don't even got to say okay, because you know they're not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I struggle with what to say because we don't know what to say. So I think for a lot of us, especially the ones who don't want to, like, if I say this, I mean, technically, sis, if you take responsibility for your life, then, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you go there, they could just end it right then and there. Because technically.
And I feel like that's what I'm going to do. I'm like, come on, come on, Nana. I feel like I'm going to do
right. So,
like, I'm done.
I love you. I love you so much. Try to do something for yourself today. Don't think about anybody else.
Encouraging.
Just go eat a slice of pizza or whatever their favorite food is. Like, just things that will keep them remembering that life is not just what they're going through.
It's not just doom and gloom. It's not just you are your circumstance.
And it may fuck us up, but I love you. And
and it's okay. It's okay to not be okay every day. I'm the poster child for that. Okay, I have a headache right now. As soon as I get off this, I'm gonna lay right here. Right here. But it's okay to not be okay every day. And what I said to a former friend I had was that, they were going to, they lost a family member. And my thing to her was always, I just want you to just keep going. You don't have to be happy today. You don't have to smile at anybody today. You ain't got to be bestie today. I just want you to keep going. Just keep getting through the day. It'll slowly get better. And she would tell me that she did it. And I'm sure, things still hurt, but sis, as far as I know, it's doing well. You just got to just keep getting through it. Just keep getting through the day. So that's just, I wish, healing energy and positive vibes on everybody that hears this. Call somebody, check on your friends. I got a homegirl. I thought about her today. Nay, I thought about Nay today, and I was like, I got to check on Nay. So I'm gonna call her when I get off this live. But I'm just really worried about people, and I just want everybody to be okay. I just want everybody to be okay. So that is it. I'm sending healing energy to all. Congratulations again, Michael. You're killing the baby thing. Your baby's very cute, nice, fat, round child. Doing a good job. Good job. Yeah, proud of you, girl. My kid's alive. I haven't lost her yet. She's 9. She's almost 10. Girl, how about as soon as she got over to Manny's house, she's gonna text me, talk about something. Mommy, Dada's just not taking it easy on me. I said, no, Dada won't give me a break. I said, sis, you've had a break from this man for 4 weeks. Whatever you got going on over there, that's y'all. All you're doing is making her clean her room or making her finish an assignment before she does some bullshit. But me, it's like, Mommy, Dada just won't give me a break. Girl.
Right.
Before your mom, nobody got time for that. Okay, girl, I haven't said this in so long, girl. I feel like I forgot it. Follow us at Let Us Say It For You on IG. Let Us Say It For You on YouTube, and Let Us Say It For You, just the you, on Twitter. Thank you so much, Micah, for coming on back. I'm gonna try to make this it felt very good doing this. I really enjoyed doing this. It was nice to kind of get back in the hang of things, the swing of things. So I'm gonna find ways, even if I don't have Micah, to still do something. So or whatever, and just get through the topics that I want to get through. So even if I'm just talking and I'm on live, I'll figure something out. But I will continue to do our episodes because we have lost a lot of our listeners. But I believe in you guys. You'll come back, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for listening. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Thank you.